I built this airplane right behind me in 2025, and on January 1st, 2026, I'm gonna release a series of 12 episodes on YouTube highlighting the build, so make sure you subscribe to check that out. In the meantime, here's what went into this build. Conceptually, you just kind of lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, put the thing together, glue it, screw it. But I'm gonna get the kit, get that in and get rolling on it. This is no easy feat. I've never done this before. I really have no freaking clue what I'm doing. All right, so first step in the Kitfox build is the inventory. Hey, so check this out. I just busted open the prefab kit. Oh, this is much easier. Well worth, I'm showing here, well worth the money. It goes on and on and on. I haven't even used it yet, but I would highly recommend the prefab kit. Another must-have, don't get a cheapie. Right there, this is gold. This is the money. You need a Dremel. The other thing I'm doing is, since I varnished these, I just gotta scuff it up where the high sol's gonna hit. And scuff this one. Scuff it up. Just took forever.
Just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh.
A lot of little tedious stuff. It's like wait for something to dry and then move on to the next thing, and work on other stuff while you're waiting for stuff to dry. So I don't have any experience doing this, so I'm sure others could do it faster, but better just to fess up, you messed up. The floorboards, you're cutting them, sanding the edges, shaping them, like getting, there's welds on this frame, so you gotta cut the boards they're already bent, like at a 90, so that's good. You don't need a brake to build this plane, like a metal brake. The Kitfox does a good job of sending you the right materials, but you're cutting them to length, you're drilling holes. Fuselage. And we've been working on the doors. So I did one last coat. I should be able to clean it up from here. That'll all sand out, trust me. And so this will be all smoothed out. And then it's on to the fuel tanks. And the fuel tanks they're pretty raw piece of fiberglass. You have to get a tap out and tap the holes. At this point, you're looking at this thing and you're like, I got a wing. I mean, it clearly looks like a wing, and it's nearing completion. Stitching was interesting. I'd never done it before. I felt like I was taking a step back in history when I was stitching these ribs. Like you notice on the panel, there's only 2 circuit breakers, the starter and the battery backup. Everything else is internal through this unit. The battery is located in the back due to trying to keep some weight back. You can see I left my piece of top fabric off. I was able to do that with the Oratex system, but Advanced didn't send a connection for this, so I'm waiting on a number of parts for them on stuff they didn't send. This I had to splice in. This is the trim control switch that goes on the panel. There's already a hole for it. Might as well put it in. Again, here's just you know, just another thing. I had them add a switch to the panel, which is cool. They added the switch, but gave me no directions on how to wire it. So I'm sitting here looking at 6 posts, and I got to call them to figure out how to wire it. Back here, you got 2 more switches that have to wire to some breakers. I don't know. So a lot of this stuff just was not hooked up. Right, so I don't even know if I did it right, but and I'm not sure how to turn it on. Let's make sure everything's off here. All right, master switch on. I'm scared. I'm so scared.
I'd waited a long time for this. Heck, look at how far I've come. Fabric's on, avionics are in, it's even up on its tires. Looking good. Next step, get this engine mounted, the prop on, throw the wings on, that's just 4 bolts, and we're flying. Well, so I thought, but this engine was gonna be sure to test my patience before it was all done, and I still had a lot to learn. Header tank. The fuel is gravity fed, there's a wing in each tank, and the fuel is gravity fed and it feeds into this. Let's put a couple gallons in this upper tank. 100 low lead. Commence the fuel flow test. We're going to go to the 1 gallon mark right here, and we're going to time it and see how long it takes. I'm going to do 3 tests on each pump, and then I'm going to do 3 tests on the dual pump. And I was ready to fire it up. Clear! This was the most nerve-wracking part of the build so far. And that superfill, as a reminder, is airplane Bondo, essentially. This cowling's a pain in the bootay. I did not cut properly. That was a boo-boo. I had to order a second set on.
Meet November 1003 Tango.
I know you guys want to see her fly, and believe me, so do I. But first, I gotta get her to the hangar, and that means folding back the wings. It's a matter of popping a couple bolts out. It really does help to have an extra set of hands. But check it out as we slide them on back and push her out of the garage. They inch the Kitfox down the hill. There's no room for error when your dream is on the line. Once we have her winched up and secured on the flatbed, the mission changes. The garage days are officially behind us, and it's time to trade the driveway for the runway. The second we pull into the field, the energy shifts. There's instant activity everywhere. Seeing Matt touch down in his Citabria is the perfect welcome. It's a reminder that this is where she belongs.